Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Deacon James, a boudoir and glamour photographer based out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, I want to answer a question that gets asked a lot. And that question is, why is boudoir photography so expensive? All professional photography should be expensive. Photography services are largely a concierge type service. There are a lot of photographers that have really low prices and they're trying to cater to everybody and make sure everybody gets photography services done. The reality of that though is that to get the best level and highest quality of photography, it's going to be expensive. Anyone can be a natural light shooter. In fact, you can just hand somebody a camera, open up some windows and have them take photographs and copy poses you see in magazines and things, and that's going to work. And that's the equivalent of what so many photographers do today. But when you deal with a real photographer, a real professional photographer, you're getting what we get so much with a lot of these photographers today is you get a lot of camera in action. And there's another element to that infamous Hollywood saying. So many photographers today just basically do the equivalent of what you could do or your clients could do with their cell phone, or handing a camera to their best friend and having them take photos of them. And the equivalent is about the same. Let me tell you, your editing is not photography. It has absolutely nothing to do with photography. That's something that happens after photography. But real good photography costs because real good photographers create and have that extra element that so many miss today, and that's the lights. The phrase was lights, camera, action. A real professional photographer knows how to utilize light, manipulate light, shape light, direct light, diffuse light, change light, or create light where there is no light. You're paying for that knowledge. You're paying for the knowledge that when you step in front of a professional's camera, you're going to get consistent quality work. The work they display on their website will be the kind of work you get as a finished product. You ask, why is boudoir photography so expensive? We also have to look at the level of clientele. There are some people to whom $1,000 is very expensive. But if you're a luxury brand, you're not trying to attract people who would have a difficult time paying $1,000 for your services. You're looking for people who can pay $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for your services and not even really blink about it. And that they expect a high level of quality and a high level of professionalism from the photographers that they're willing to spend that kind of money on. In fact, people who spend that kind of money assume that the photographer they're working with knows what they're doing and can create whatever look is needed for that particular shoot. But people have said, when I tell them that I don't edit any photos, I show them straight out of the camera, people have actually said to me that, oh, you can't do that because you have to color correct and you have to. No, you don't. The images coming straight out of your camera are perfect. The color is perfect. Everything is perfect about it. If it's not, it's because you did something wrong. Let that sink in for a moment. If your colors and your image quality isn't great coming out of the camera, it has nothing to do with the camera. It has to do with the individual using the camera. These cameras are calibrated and have amazing sensors that can do amazing work. So there's really no need for color grading and all of that sort of stuff on our images. But I'm able to show these people their images immediately out of the camera because the images are, well, near perfect. The lighting is going to be perfect. The only thing that's going to be imperfect is the subject. Maybe they have some kind of acne or scars or things that they need to be taken out, stretch marks, things of that nature, things that are less flattering to your subject. Those are things I have no control over. But I do have control over the lighting. I have control over the exposure. I have control over all of those elements. And that's what I use to craft images that I can show them right out of the camera. People aren't stupid. They know Photoshop exists. They know you're going to do it. So you can show them images that aren't finished, as it were, and they can still understand that they're going to get worked on and those images are going to become absolutely perfect. A perfect fantasy representation of your client. So when someone asks you why boudoir photography is so expensive, that's why. If you're good at what you do and you're able to deliver a high quality product, then you become a luxury brand. And there's no reason for luxury to not be expensive. It just is. Jaguars, Bentleys, Ferraris, those are luxury brands and they're really expensive. So why shouldn't you be? That's going to do it for me this week. Thanks for checking in. I hope that I was able to answer the question. If you have any other questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I answer all questions that I get, or I try to answer all the questions I get in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing you again next week.